A very good morning to all of you. Hello, listeners. In this topic, we are going to talk about the stress management. A stress is a part of every person's life, and how to manage all these stress. In this topic, we will discuss about that only things that is called stress management. In this topic of stress management, we will talk about how to manage all the stress that are coming into the professional life or the life that you are living. Let's start first knowing about what is stress. Stress is your body way of responding to any kind of demand. It can be caused of both good and bad experiences. When people feel stressed by something going on around them, their bodies react by releasing chemicals into the body. These chemicals give people more energy and strength, which can be a good thing if their stress is caused by physical danger. But this can also be a bad thing if their stress is response to something emotional and there is no outlet for the extra energy and strength. It means if you are getting some good energy in your thing, in your body, it means you are getting more energy and strength. But if you are getting a physical danger in your body, that will be a bad thing, and there something should be a way which can be given out by their extra strength or energy that is being in your body. The threat, event or change are commonly called stressor. Stressors can be internal thought, belief, attitudes, or external loss, tragedy and some kind of changes. As we have already talked about what is stress, now we will talk about the level of stress, because extreme stress or less stress, there are different kind of level in their stress. Now let's talk about the levels of stress. There are two levels of stress. This is e-stress and distress. First of all, talk about e-stress. E-stress is not defined by the stressor type, but rather how one perceives that stressor, negative threat versus a positive challenge. E-stress refers to a positive response on one has a stressor, which can depend upon one current feeling of control, desirability, location and timing of a stressor. Potential indicators of e-stress may include responding to a stressor with a sense of meaning, hope, or vigor. E-stress have also been positive correlated with life satisfaction and well-being. E-stress is a positive stress, is not a negative stress. It occurs when a level of stress is high enough to motivate you, to give some highly good spirit in you and actions to get things to be get accomplished. Whereas our distress is the opposite of e-stress. Distress is an aversive state in which a person is unable to adapt completely to stressor and their resulting stress and show maladaptive behavior. It can be evidenced in the presence of various phenomena such as an inappropriate social interaction, aggressive, passionate or withdrawal. It means a person is having a negative things in his, he will be very depressed by the words, or he will be negatively motivated, he doesn't have any kind of positive attitude in his mind, or he will not be responding effectively. What are the different stages of stress? As we have two level of stress, that is e-stress and distress, and we have different kind of stages too. Alarm phase, alarm stage. When you face any danger, your nerve system immediately sends an emergency signal to your brain. All the different body parts and their functions coordinate to either fight or flee away from the danger. You get more energy and your limb work faster. This is clearly visible in your facial expressions or as fear or tension. Normally, this stage of stress can be due to an actual event such as an accident. This is called an alarm stage. As you begin to experience a stressful event or perceive something, to what stress physiological changes occurs in your body. The normal balance immediate to your body begins to respond to a stressor as effective as possible. For an example, cardiac increased high rate. Your heartbeat rate has been increased. Respiratory, your breathing power get increased. Skin, decrease your temperature. Hormonal, increased stimulation of adrenal genes which produce an adrenal rush. Now, next stage is resistance stage. When do you get any relief from the first stage of stress? You slowly start feeling a reduction in your energy level. In first stage, you got an alarm stage in where your respiratory, your cardiac got to increase and your body temperature got to be reduced. But in the second stage, when you get released from the first stage, your feeling for reduction, your energy level automatically moves downward. However, still you want to keep fighting with the danger. You feel extra spirited and impatient the trivial matters. You miss your sleep schedules and find your resistance breaking your body react by releasing the stored sugar and fats into your system. This leads to defined changes in your physical and mental behavior patterns. During this stage, your body tries to cope up or adapt to the stressor by beginning a process of pre-training, repairing any damages or stress have been caused. Your friends, family, co-worker may notice these changes in you before you do the important examine this feedback to make sure you do not reach any overloaded. Some of the examples are behavior indicator includes lack of enthusiasm on the family's social work of life. You get withdrawal from all these kind of activities. Your harmonical changes are there, your activity, your anger, your fatigue. You are not a normal kind of person. Well, this kind of changes have been there. Emotional indicators, you will be tearful, you will be fear of some kind of things, your anxiety, your panic for things, you will be guilty for things, and depression, overwhelmed, you will not be able to talk with other people by when these changes come to you. Exhaustion stage. First stage was there in which the things got very hyper up, your cardiac respiratory system, all these things, your body temperature go down, and when you cover up from this stage, your energy level just comes to a down level. You have different kind of emotions in you. But coming to the last stage, when stress continues beyond the second stage and you do not adhere to remedial measures, you do not find any measures to correct on the stress, the final stress stage is exhausted settle in. You are now totally tired and drained out of all energy. You do not even have the desire or to drive to do your work or live your life. This stage is a symbolize a breakdown of your system, physical existence itself. This leads to total loss of mental equilibrium, often extreme complications, heart disease, blood pressure, and all these problems got started. This was all about this topic, and we should manage all this stress in our life because we can overcome. We are the only person who can overcome all the stress that are coming into our life. So in this topic we have learned two type of stress level, E stress and D stress, different kind of stages, alarm phase, resistance, exhaustion, and all these stages we are the only the person who can overcome all these phases of our life and reduce our stress which is coming in our life.